boys, back again. What seems to be another wrap-up video every other fucking day of this week. It's hard to keep up these days when there's so many games pumping. So, just finished drying off from the training session on Thursday from fucking the monsoon that came through. Basically got home in a wetsuit, and now it's time to do another wrap-up video for game week 22. Now, it's a fast week. Everything's moving so fucking quickly, it's hard to keep up. So we're going to jump straight into it so I can get this pumped out, get it up and ready before deadline day, and then get on to the next wrap-up video to come at the end of the week. So strap in, boys, and let's go. So starting at the top of this game week, and it's a guy that followed it up back-to-back game week wins. I didn't expect it. I just said he was going to drop. I expected him to fall down again, but fuck me, he's proven me wrong. Maybe this is the start of him closing that gap and getting into that next section. But top of the game week is Andrew with a phenomenal 83 points this week, boy. Doing a fucking clinic on the rest of the group. So when some people took some big hits this week and fucked up massively, you outperformed yourself. Which generally leads me to believe that when you do well, it's been a bad game week because your team is usually fucked up. But team really well this week. One transfer only, so that's not a bad start. Brought in pretty much a pretty strong squad. So you brought in Justin and took out Sice, and that was the difference between you winning and you sitting mid-pack. That transfer alone was phenomenal. Brilliant choice. So Justin got like 15 points this week. He had a phenomenal game week. The other guy of note in your team is obviously Wan-Bissaka in that backline. So between those two, Wan-Bissaka and Justin cleaned up. Absolutely cleaned up. Diaz with a clean sheet. Martinez getting some points. And the only guy blanking was Mings. Now, moving into the midfield and the forwards, you got Fernandez. Having him in your team is almost a foregone conclusion. 17 points cleaning up. Having Grealish, 6. Captain Tielemans, not a good choice in the end. I did the same, I think. Oh no, sorry, I went Salah, but yeah, Captain Tielemans, not a good choice. 3 points turned into 6. Sun blanked, but Lacazette and Bamford getting some points. So overall, not a bad game week at all. Your bench was pretty empty, other than Martinez and Mendy swapping around, but that's a 50-50. But another back-to-back good game week, another climb in the ranks, climbing up that table, up to 7th place now. Are you going to get into the top 6? How far out are you? Let's just find out. So keep it up. I want to see another good game week out of you by the end of this weekend. And right up Mo's clacker is another guy that I haven't spoken about for a fucking while. And that's Kashi. 80 points, big fella. 80. I haven't seen you in the top 3 in fucking 10 weeks. You haven't been up there for a while. So having another good week. Only making 1 sub, getting Antonio in for Martial. Now that has got to hurt. Gotta hurt. Took out Martial because he's done fuck all. Brought in Antonio because he's been phenomenal. And this is the 1 week where Martial goes bang. What does he get? He gets fucking 13 points. 13. Now you gotta probably panic and bring him straight back in, aren't you? I bet you are. With Everton, West Brom and Newcastle up next, it might be a decent run, but still Martial, man. So, I don't know. Maybe this is just an anomaly for Man U because of their recent form. So, 9-0 thumping is a pretty big thumping, but can they follow it up with another thumping? We'll see. But breaking down your team, Martinez, 4 points. Stones and Justin in the backline getting some points. Kilman blanking for you. You captain Salah like every other spastic in this fucking league. Got only 4 points. Souček, Fernandez, Grealish. That 3, man. That midfield 3 is solid. Antonio, Calvert-Lewin getting points. Told you Calvert-Lewin's coming back, didn't I? Fucking told you. And Fabio Silva blanking. But on your bench, not anything to really write home about. No points from Measly, no points from Saka, no points from Chilwell. Walker-Peters didn't play. So, not a bad game week. Got yourself back into the contention, closing that gap on that top 10. Similar to Mo, I want to see you guys push on and do well. Get into that top 10, force the issue, pull out people like Jack, pull out people slipping like Sean and Mark. Rip them back down. So, back it up this week. I want to see by Monday, I want to see a good result. Now, right up his clacker though is Morgan in 2nd place. 81 points. Again, following up with another good game week. I think you were 3rd the week before, 2nd this game week. 2 back-to-back good weeks. Similar to Andrew, Justin in your team was carrying most of the points for you, but you did have a much stronger forward line and midfield. So Diaz in your backline getting the points. Cedric and Measley not getting anything really. Son blanking. You captain Salah like me, being a fucking dickhead, thinking Salah was back. Fucking waste of time. Fernandez, Gundogan and Souček cleaning up, getting points. Souček, man. I moved him out of my team a couple of weeks back to make space, but fuck, for the price he is and the amount of points that he's getting, he was just must worth keeping in your team. Same as Gundogan, they're just too fucking good. So fuck going for the big hitters and bringing Salah and stuff back, and fuck them off and bringing these 6 mil guys that are overperforming. You go to your forward line, obviously you got Antonio and Jesus, both getting goals, both getting points, doing quite well. The only down bits on your team were Mendy again on the bench for Measley, would have given you an extra 4 points, and Bamford getting on that field, say for Son or for Salah, would have given you some more points. So other than that, a very solid week, and kind of stopped the slide in the tables that you've been having for a few weeks. So kind of pinning you in, 12th place on the table, getting a bit of a points return back this week, hopefully closing the gap to get into that top 10. Now we move on to the guy who had the worst week. And this guy seems to be in the shit list for the last few weeks, and that's Tyler. 45 points this week, and a 2 transfer hit, so a -4, so that makes him even worse. Now his 2 transfers weren't bad. He did take out Kane and Son, and he brought in Antonio and Salah. So it did pay itself off. It wasn't such a bad move, but still 41 overall with your -4. Pretty much what fucked you was mainly your backline. You know, Holding, Ogbonna, Cash, and Martinez not really. Well, Martinez getting 4 and Diaz getting 6, but really your back 3 not getting any points. Captain Salah, Rice not getting any points. That's about it. That's where you really got sunk. Gundogan getting 8, Bamford, Antonio and Lacazette were scoring points. Good return there, but just too many people in your team not turning up and not doing their fucking job. That really hurt you. With Sigurdsson on your bench, he's pretty much the only guy that returned any other points on your bench, but getting him on the field, I wouldn't have punted. Maybe take off Declan Rice and put on Sigurdsson. He might have been the trade up. I don't know why you've got Rice when you've got players like Souček killing it. That's a weird one. So if it's me, I'd be taking Rice straight out of that fucking team and bringing in Souček or something. So, you know, and Soufal in the back line, and why have you got Ogbonna when Soufal's killing it? These are weird decisions, my friend. Weird decisions. You know, this first 10 weeks of the year, you were cleaning up, top of the table, making fucking phenomenal calls. Now, Ogbonna for Soufal, Rice for Souček, making no sense, my man, making no sense. So get your shit together, fix it. I want to see you back in the fucking top rankings by, 2 weeks from now, alright? Because otherwise, you're down at 10th place. You're going to make the biggest fucking fall from first place and clear first place. You were 100 points ahead at one stage. And you're going to drop from fucking first to like 15th by the end of the season. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your brother, who was bottom of the table for like 15 weeks, overtake you. And Reese, if you're watching this far, that's your fucking goal. Beat your brother, alright? So, bad week. Back it up with a better week. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself further down the fucking ranks. Now, on to another guy who has been struggling for the last few weeks. He's been performing quite well for the last 6 or 7, but in the last 2 or 3, he's kind of struggled hard. And that's Mark. 46 points this week. Not a good week at all. And it's caused him to drop quite heavily. I think he's been the biggest faller this week. So, I think he was first and now he's 4th, I reckon. 4th in the table? 5th in the table. Fuck me, 5th in the table. Big drop. Pretty much your team got fucked by, again, the backline. So, Ogbonna, Creswell, Target, not scoring any points. Salah not getting anything. Son not getting anything. You did get points out of Cavani and Wilson, Gundogan and Grealish, and Stones and Mendy. So, you did get some points, but nothing big. You had no Fernandez in there blowing up. You had no Justin, no Wan-Bissaka, no Martial. None of these guys that exploded this week. So you kind of had solid-ish guys, but nothing massive. So I wouldn't say your teams are right off. I'd say there's a few weird choices again. Ogbonna over fucking Souček. So I'd be bringing him in. He's a good choice. Antonio in, pretty much straight swap for Cavani. That's pretty straightforward I would be doing. So definitely some movement there. There's definitely some punts that need to be taken to keep yourself in the fight for the top. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself slipping out real fast, and trying to close that gap is going to be a difficult thing. Now, on to my perennial bottom 3 friend himself, and that's Sam. 51 points, 3rd to last, sitting in that bottom 3 like you do every week, at least I can say you're consistent, right? Fucking doing well and keeping consistency together. You know, you took one transfer this week, you took out Walker Peters, you brought in Yerry Mina, and he did fuck all. 2 points. It's a weird call, bringing in Yerry Mina out of all of the guys. Again, Sufal and Suchek. Like, why are you guys not doing this? It's a no-brainer, guys. You know, I think West Ham, where they got this week? They got Fulham and Sheffield United. Fucking 2 teams they should beat the living piss out. I know they've got a tough run after that. Tottenham, Man City, Leeds, Man U. That's a tough run. But that's 2 fucking games there that they'll clean up some points. You know, I know Liverpool battered them and made them look a bit shit. But then, like, they go up against, who'd they play this week? It was fucking Aston Villa and get a 3-1 win. So, bring in Sufal and Suchek and Sufal. Why do these both sound the same? Like, I sound like I'm saying some fucking cake or something. Sufal, Suchek. Those 2 guys, alright? Midfield let's move into your team first. De Gea, Stones, Grealish, Sterling, Antonio. All getting your points. Lacazette getting a little bit. Tielemans getting, captain. That's a weird decision, but whatever. You know, you've captained a big guy most weeks. I don't know why you didn't go with Sterling this week, or even have Fernandes in your team. That made no sense. But okay. So, you know, Zaha, Son, Mina, Ogbonna, all not getting you any points. Your whole bench kind of blanking too, so there wasn't much really there to call upon either. So, tough week. It's been a tough few weeks for you. But I want to see some changes. I want to see some smart changes. Not just crazy changes, smart changes. Do something, mate. Do something like smart crazy. It's not too crazy, but not too smart. You know, just something in the middle. Find that middle ground. Do something to get yourself out of there. Because at the moment, 14th in the table, you find yourself slipped to the bottom, man. I don't want to see you at the bottom. It's bad juju. You're making me look bad. I bring you into this league and making me look bad. I don't want that. Hurry up, man. Get up. Fuck me. Come on. So, jump on the Chelsea bandwagon or something. I don't know. But yeah. Third to bottom. Another week in the bottom. I don't want to see you there this week, alright? I don't want to come Monday morning, see the fucking charts, and see Sam's name down the bottom, alright? So get your shit together, fix your fucking team, and get the fuck out of there, and ride that wave to the promised land, my boy. So quickly, let's touch base on the round 21 winners and losers. So, round 21 winners, Andrew obviously 83 points. Right behind him, followed by Morgan with 81. And then Jamie with 80. That's a solid little grouping right there by 3 guys that have been underperforming for weeks. So I'm glad to see you guys up there. Player of the round this week, none other than the Man U boy himself, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 17 points, cleaned up, 9-0 win. What more do you fucking want, huh? That guy doing this shit, having a great time. That was a good game from them, fucking cleaned up. Nobody expected that fucking 9-0 win. Nobody up, even fucking poor Southampton, man, on the battering end of everything. So, are they going to come back out, though, like they did last time? You know, Leicester kicked the piss out of them, and then they turned around and fucking went on a phenomenal run. Is this what Southampton needed? That, like, punch in the face to get their shit together? Maybe. So, keep an eye on them. Let's see what happens. But, yeah, well done to those 3. Top 3. I want to see you guys follow it up again. Andrew, I want to see you go for a 3-peat, man. 3-peat. Nobody's done that. Nobody this season has finished top of the table for 3 weeks in a row. Can you be the first? I'll do it, my man. Go on. I want to see this shit happen. Now, the bottom 3 for the week. Again, 3 guys, other than Mark, 2 guys that generally been down there for the last few weeks. So, bottom is Tyler with 45 points, Mark 46, and then Sam with 51. So, Sam, again, I've told you, I don't want to see you at the fucking bottom, man. Get your shit together. And Tyler, I don't want to see your brother jumping you. And Mark, you were fighting me for top spot. Now you're fucking disappearing down the table. All of you need to get your shit together. All of you need to sort out your fucking teams. Just like Captain and Salah, because Salah fucked everybody over. Just like him, you need to sort your shit out. So get your shit together. I don't want to see you in the bottom 3 again. And finally, we move on to the table for the week. Now, the biggest winner this week is obviously Andrew, moving up 2 spots. You know, that's a good week for him. You know, well, 1 spot, literally less than 10 points out of the top 6. You can do it, man. You can break in there. I want to see you jump Sean. You're coming back. There's a 50-point gap there, but see if you can get in there, alright? Biggest loser this week, though, is Mark. Down 3 spots, man, from 2nd to 5th. It's a big fucking drop. That's gotta hurt, man. You gotta erect that shit, fix that, come back around, push back up the table. You're not far off still. There's a 72 to 82. That's 10 points from me. You know, to get back into that top 3. So turn it around, fix this shit this week. So Aiden at the top with 1294. Matt, second place, 1287. Me, third place, 1282. That's a solid 3 weeks from us. We've been alright. We've been holding in there. Us three have kind of made ourselves solidified in there. Fourth place, Sean, 1274. He's doing alright, still hanging around, not far off. Good pouncing distance. Mark, 5th place, 1272. And Jack hanging on to that 6th place at 1241. But Andrew's coming for you, man. He's coming. Mid-table, we've got Andrew in 1233. So he's going to climb, man. I want to see you get into that top 6. I want to see you chase down your brother. Blake, 1227. In, was that 7th place, 8th place? Brett, 1219. Tyler, 1215. Watch yourself, man. Your brother's going to come for you. He's not far off. Well, he is far off, but he's coming for you. And Jamie, 1196. And Morgan, 1183. You guys have been solid. You know, there is a bit of a gap between you and the bottom 5. So I don't want to see you guys slipping down. But they're chasing you, man. Especially Reese. He's coming up, man. So be careful of that guy. Bottom 5, though. Reese, 1134. So the boy with 100 points in deductions this season is literally 5th to bottom. That's phenomenal. If he didn't take those 100 points in fucking deductions, who knows where he'd be right now. But yeah, Reese, keep doing what you're doing, man. I've been liking your transfers, I've been liking your teams, I've been liking the punch you've been taking, climbing up that table. I want to see you chase down your brother by the end of the season, though. That's your goal, alright? Sam, 1123. Get your shit together, because you're not far from the bottom, man. You're like fucking 22 points from the bottom. So get your shit together. Luke, 1122. Constantly dropping. I don't know what you're doing, man. If you're not there, not playing anymore, you're in some trouble. You're going to finish bottom, man. Corey, 1116. And then Jake, 1101. Finally broke the 1100 mark. So everybody's at 1100 or more this season. So well done, boys. So let's see a good game week. I want to see some big changes coming up. I've got a video coming out soon with the best double game week fixtures coming up. So from game weeks 23, I think, through to 27. So we're going to break down who has the best game weeks, who you should be looking to target, because there is double game weeks in 24 and 25. So keep your fucking eyes open, pay attention, pick the right players, get your team built around it. If you've got a wild card, this is the time to use it. Build that team, right? So I'll see you in the next video, boys. Have fun, have a good weekend, and I'll see you later.